Good morning, guys, and welcome to my spring morning routine. Here's what a typical morning looks like on a day that I work from home. As you saw, Emerson wakes up at about 5 or 6 to eat for the first time, then she goes back to sleep for an hour, and then it's Nick's turn to get up and change her diaper. Her crying usually wakes us up, but as soon as she sees our faces, she gets super happy.
Bean. Good morning.
Morning! So he takes her over to the nursery, and this is Nick's time in the morning when he kind of gets to hang out and talk to her. She is usually the happiest when she's getting her diaper changed. I don't know why, but that's when she's usually giggling and smiling. So while Nick's changing Emerson, I like to open the curtains up and let some of the light in. After he's done changing her, he brings her back to me, and this is when I get to snuggle with her and I feed her for the second time of the day. Sometimes this is when I go through and check some of my emails or anything that I might have missed on my phone. While I'm feeding Emerson, Nick checks on our fur baby, takes him outside, greets him for the day. This is when he gets to play frisbee a little bit and Nick checks some things on his phone, maybe plays a game. Once Emerson is done eating, I will burp her really well. She is a big spitter, so we have to make sure we burp her really well. And then she will switch over and eat on the other side. On this morning, by some miracle, Emerson decided to fall back asleep, so I actually got some time to get ready. This really never happens. This is probably the first time I've seen myself in the mirror in a long time. I always brush my teeth first because if I don't, I just feel gross.
A few moments later.
Then I wash my face. As usual, this is as good as it's going to get.
As always, this is as good as it's gonna get.
I love my husband, but he always forgets we have a diaper pail. Next, I go out to the kitchen, and like I said, we don't usually get to hang out, but because Emerson's asleep, Nick is making potatoes, and he's gonna make some bacon and eggs. While he's working on that, I'm gonna grab myself a glass of apple juice. At this point, I've already had a couple glasses of water. This is when I hopped on and checked a few things for work, and because we actually get to hang out with each other, we went through some of the comments from yesterday's vlog. Love you guys. Nick is a cutie.
Gross. Who's Nick?
Then we just spent some time together talking and hanging out and petting the dog. As Nick was finishing up breakfast, I got to do a little bit of my work before he headed to the office until Emerson woke up. Ooh, that bakey looks good. Emerson is the type of baby that you can't put down for very long before she starts screaming. So if I want to get anything done, I have to wear her around. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just strapping her in and taking her back to the kitchen for breakfast.
Here is my plate.
That's my plate.
Here is my plate. And here's Carissa's. Oh my gosh, Carissa.
Oh my.
You monster. 4 pieces of bacon to my 1. Inequality everywhere. What did you just do? Steal one of my pieces? Babe.
Today was awesome because we rarely actually get to eat together, so we kind of just talked, hung out, and watched a couple YouTube videos together. Emerson doesn't last very long sitting down, so I usually have to walk around and eat. We usually cuddle with her before we get out of bed in the morning, but she fell asleep today, so we decided to hang out after we ate. Now it's Nick's turn to get ready and shower for the day, so I get to hang out, change Emerson, talk to her a little bit. She's super happy in the morning on her changing table. Today I had some time before I got started with my work, so I got to hang out and play with her on her play mat. She loves this monkey toy, and she's just super happy in the morning. I'm super lucky that I get to work from home on Tuesdays and Fridays, so now it's time for me to start doing that. But first, Nick comes and says goodbye before he heads off to his office. Once he leaves, I usually feed Emerson, get started on my work, and then put her down for her longer nap of the day. And that is pretty much it for the morning, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or if you just want to see more of this. And I will put a link to our last vlog at the end of this. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bless you.